He did all right.
Oh, sorry, Radar, you saw my call, yeah?
What?
I said it was going points, and yep, yeah.
Okay, all right. You're already bragging. Can I introduce you before you get to bragging and patting yourself on the back, please? Spencer Fearon with Radio Rahim.
No, the legend in Radio Rahim.
I appreciate that. Well, apparently you had a legendary pick. I didn't see it before, I will admit that.
Okay.
But what did you see tonight that surprised you, if anything?
No, you know what? The whole thing surprised me. The thing that surprised me the most, I thought that CONOR BENN was going to be attacking the body a lot because of the weight which Eubank had to cut. That was a surprise to me. The massive surprise to me was seeing Chris Eubank Sr. turn up. It was a surprise, but it was a nice surprise. It was very emotional. It was. You could hear the reaction of the crowd. You know what I mean? So that was a nice thing to see.
Did you agree with the scorecards, all three judges?
Yeah. But by 4 rounds, no. Maybe. What difference does it make? By 4 rounds, but. I was sat with one of my guys, Marlo, and he was saying, 116, 112. I can't argue with that because you can see with the applied pressure that Chris Eubank Jr. was doing, and he's putting in big bursts, and those big bursts, you can see that CONOR was visibly hurt. But CONOR's got nothing to be ashamed of, at all, because he's gonna learn from this, like his father just said. Yeah, my son's gonna learn from this. He's gonna come back, and he's gonna actually learn from it. He's gonna come back, and I'm so looking forward to the rematch because that was an incredible fight.
Is there enough to learn? I mean, is it a learning curve that's a problem?
I think so because you know what? Sometimes when you come second best in something, you can then analyze, and sometimes you can be critical and overanalyze certain things. But he knows the things that he could have done better. You know what I mean?
What do you think he could have done better?
I think he could attack the body a lot and he didn't. He was headhunting a bit too much, putting a little bit more variations because at the times when he was trying shots, you could see how fast he was. He was incredibly fast. So yeah, I mean all of those kind of things. But you know what? It was a great fight. It was a great fight, and the right man won. And let's look forward to the rematch. We look forward to seeing Radio Rahim again.
Were you surprised that Ben was able to take the shots coming from Eubank?
Yeah. I was surprised, but I know he's got that. He's definitely a chip off the old block, and he'll go out swinging, and that's what he was doing. He was going out swinging. So you know what I mean. We're gonna look back and see what's gonna happen for the rematch, and I'm looking forward to it because it's gonna be here in September.
Well, we all know that fights are about adjustments, boxing matches anyway. And if we are gonna see this again, both fighters want to come back and better. How could Eubank improve his performance in the rematch?
Change the rehydration clause. You know what I mean? And because it's not a title on the line, maybe try and say, listen, I won the fight and I'd like to have this fight at 162. You never know. You
want to give us your legendary prediction this early for the rematch?
No, because you know what, Radio? I like to sit down and analyze things like for the build-up for the fights, and then I can make my decision. But I was very fortunate to call this one that was going to go points. That's what it was a lucky pick.
Dubois Usyk is going to get announced probably Monday. What's your pick?
If Don Charles gets Daniel Dubois to have an applied body attack from early, and you know how powerful and how explosive Daniel Dubois is, Daniel Dubois could actually stop Usyk because he's grown in stature. Look at the wins that he's had. He's had so many good back-to-back wins. It's ridiculous. It's like he's had a domino effect. If he's in the right mind, remember Usyk's getting old now as well. If he could go and stick it on Usyk and throw caution to the wind, the worst thing to do is stand up and try and box with someone like Usyk because the guy's a genius. And like boxing, when you fight with Usyk, is very cerebral. He gets you tired just by trying to figure out stuff. Like he's like a Rubik's Cube that is broken and you're putting the pieces together.
Radio Rahim with Spencer Fearon. Yes, we got to do this more often. I always enjoy it. I'll see you at the next one.
I'm feeling them glasses, you know, Radio. Take care, my bro.
I'm feeling that tint. My man's got the pink going.